later. Chemical reactions are of different types. I'm going to explain one by one. First, we would learn about combination reaction. When two different chemicals combine and form one product. Let's see an example. I've already told you about burning of coal. The same example. So you see coal, which is actually carbon, a solid, combines with oxygen, which is a gas. That is, when we burn coal, it combines with oxygen and forms carbon dioxide, which is again a gas. So carbon and oxygen combine to make carbon dioxide. We'll see one more example. Formation of water. So we have two molecules of hydrogen combining with one molecule of oxygen to make water. So the water that you drink actually comes from hydrogen and oxygen. So two gases combine to form the liquid, which is water. Again, you can see in the picture, hydrogen and oxygen combine to make water. Two gases combine to form water. That's the competition reaction. Next, we would learn about exothermic reaction. Exo means out or outwards. Thermic means related with heat. So when two chemicals react, heat is released. Along with the product. Now we'll see an example. Burning of natural gas. You must have seen CH4 or methane gas when it is burnt in presence of oxygen. So that is two chemicals reacting. We get heat, and that's why the exothermic reaction. Similarly, in the coal example, when we're burning coal in presence of oxygen, if you feel it, you would see it's hot. Another example, the process of respiration or breathing. What happens in it? We take in oxygen, which helps our body to break down the food into small components. That small component is basically glucose. Same thing that you use while you're running to get energy? Yes, glucose. So glucose gives you energy to do work. We take in oxygen, it combines with the food, and it also gives us energy to do work. It doesn't exactly heat us up, but gives us energy to do work, running around, watching, studying, moving around, exercising. All that energy comes from food, which is broken down into glucose in presence of oxygen to give us energy. to walk. So you can see how important oxygen is for us. If we don't have oxygen, we would all die. Oxygen allows us to live and work. Now I want to show you something very interesting. You all know about glucose, the thing that you mix in water. But do you know its chemical name? It's C6H12O6. What in bracket you see AQ. We've already learned about solid, liquid, and gas. Similarly, AQ means aqueous solution. That means it has water in it. So when glucose combines with oxygen, carbon dioxide is released. So as you can see, when you breathe, you take in oxygen and you give out carbon dioxide. So 6 molecules of oxygen we take in and 6 molecules of carbon dioxide. So we all should try to learn about this chemical processes. It's an important chemical reaction. Next, we would learn about decomposition reaction. What does it mean? That we have one reactant and inside, after applying heat, it breaks down into 2 or more products. So it could be metal or gas or liquid, and it breaks down into 2 or more products. I'll show you an example. As you can see, that's ferrous sulfate. Ferrous is basically iron, so iron sulfate. So you take that in a test tube and you apply heat, and you would notice a color change from green to golden. Also, there is emission of certain gases. So the chemical reaction which is happening here, when we heat ferrous sulfate, we get ferric oxide. Also, a gas called sulfur dioxide. And third gas called sulfur trioxide, SO2 and SO3. So SO2 is sulfur dioxide and SO3 is sulfur trioxide. So you can see the one reactant which was hard after application of heat breaks down into 3 components. So 1 solid and 2 gas. So in a decomposition reaction, one reactant breaks down into 2 or more products. I'll give you one more example. You all must be knowing about limestone. It's same as the chalk that we use in the house. It's one of the minerals that we get from inside the earth. If you take this limestone and you heat, you get 2 products. One is calcium oxide called lime that you actually use in painting. And the second one is carbon dioxide. So after you heat limestone, you would also notice a color change and formation of 2 products, calcium oxide which is used in painting in the house, popularly known as chuna. I hope it's clear. Next, we would see what endothermic reaction is. Do you remember earlier we have discussed exothermic reactions, where heat was released? So endothermic reaction is just the opposite. Endo means inside. So we have to provide heat for the reaction to occur. So here you see any reactant or chemical. When we apply heat to it, it could be sunlight, it could be heat from coal or burning. It breaks down into two or more products. I'll give you one example. Silver chloride. So we take the china dish and we put some silver chloride on it and we put it out in the sun for some time. We'll observe a chemical reaction. The color would change. The chemical equation is this. So silver chloride is AgCl. When you provide sunlight, it would break down into silver, and chlorine gas is emitted. Also, there is a color change. So before it was only silver chloride. After you provide sunlight, it breaks into silver and chlorine gas.